Howdy folks, Sam here with your usual MCO special. So today we are going to be looking at, well, firstly, do you recognize this dude here? Yeah, recognize this little chap. It's Nyan Cat! Okay, so no, we're not going to be talking about cats or Nyan Cat today. We are actually going to be talking about this thing right here. This. What is it? It's bread! That's right. So, bread, as you know, is a staple food. Alright? Or, as we refer to it in Malay, makanan ruji. There you go. Bit of Malay. Okay, so what does that mean? It means it is one of the core essential foods that is eaten very routinely and in large quantities by a large number of the population. Okay, so what is bread? I'm sure all of you out there have had bread at some point in your lives, right? So what is bread composed of? Have you ever thought about it? It's very simple. There's only two ingredients. Number one is flour. Right. And number two is water. H2O. Okay. It's very simple. Okay. Alright. And all you need if you want some leavened bread. So in case you guys know, let's have a look at some bread. So bread facts. I guess that's kind of like a loaf of bread. Okay. There you go. Alright. So there are two types of bread. There is the leavened bread. Leavened. Right? So, and there of course is unleavened. Right? So leavened bread is bread that has been allowed to rise. Okay? It's risen. Okay. Now bread rises because there are these things called yeast. Right? There are these leavening agents, as you call it. It doesn't have to be yeast, it can be other things. But traditionally it are these little microbes that live on the wheat, and they will create gas. Okay, so they make happy gas, little pockets of gas inside the bread. Alright, which will cause the flat piece of bread. So if you remember the bits of dough, it will rise. It will go. Right? So normally you will leave your bread to sit, maybe overnight. And when you come back, it will be much bigger. Alright? That's because it has leavened. Alright? So the history of bread goes back many years. It is one of the oldest recorded foods. Okay, so we know that bread has been around for at least 30,000 years. That's a long time, isn't it? So yeah, there's been evidence in places like Europe and Australia. They found a residue of this starch on rocks. Okay, so yeah, it's a really old food. So the two staples that as humans that we ate. So one is the bread, different kinds of bread. So this is a modern bread shape. Traditionally, they'll probably be rounder. Something like this. Like a baguette. It's also a piece of bread. Okay, that, and of course, levain, el vino. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So these are some of the oldest things that we humans have been eating and drinking. All right. So, have you ever wondered? Or have you ever tried getting a piece of bread? Take a piece, right, and you put it in your mouth. You get a piece, a slice of bread. Okay, you put it in your mouth. Now, and you chew it. Chew it. Okay. So, if you notice after a while, it begins to taste sweet. Okay. So why is that? You ever wonder? Yeah. Because in your saliva there is Try not to salivate too much. But yes, in your saliva is this thing called amylase, which is, oh god, I can't spell. Okay, amylase. It is an enzyme that breaks down carbohydrates, like in the bread. So it breaks them down into sugars, and that's why it tastes sweet. Alright? So, here is a fun fact for you. Let's see. So on this planet Earth, and on this little rock around planet Earth called the moon, alright, these guys went over, right? Yeah, the little Among Us astronauts. So this guy named Buzz Aldrin, he went over to the moon, and the first thing he did was crack open a piece of bread. Alright, slice of bread and some wine. Beep. So there you go, that was the first meal that was eaten on the moon. Alright. And yeah, so did you know that Germany has the most types of bread? So back here on Earth, in Europe, wherever Europe is, Germany, they have the most type of bread. They have over 200 types of bread. Okay. Is that cool? Okay, so there you go, a little bit of trivia. And so now hopefully you appreciate bread a bit more. So whenever you take a mouthful of bread and start chewing away, yeah, you can think about how bread has sustained us through the years. The almighty and lovely bread, all different forms of bread. Alright, and this powerful little thing called yeast, which has been instrumental in our survival. Okay. Okay. I think that's all from me for now. I hope you guys have fun. And who's messaging me? No one messaging me. Okay. Yeah. Hope you guys had a fun day. And it's all from me for now. Sam out. Mattane.